students, this is Kanika. Welcome to my channel PrepBiology. So today in this lecture we are going to discuss top 40 MCQs from Unit 1 of your biology. That is the Unit 1 of biology is reproduction. Okay, so these are the top 40 MCQs for class 12th board for 2025 board examinations. Okay, so as you all know, under Unit 1 you have 3 chapters. Chapter number 1, sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Chapter number 2, human reproduction. And chapter number 3, reproductive health. And the weightage of this unit is of 16 marks. Okay, so this unit is itself very important unit, and the MCQs of these units are also very important. Okay, so let's start with the first question. So our first question is, during the pollen grain formation, the generative cells divide to give rise to the 2 male gametes. What is the ploidy of the generative cell? So as you all know, the pollen grains are the male gametophyte, and when it divides, the nucleus of the pollen grain divides into the 2 cells. Okay, the larger one is the vegetative cell and the smaller one is the generative cell, and generative cell further divide into 2 male gametes. Okay, so this we already discussed in the previous classes. So what is the ploidy of the generative cell? So we know that the ploidy of the generative cell is haploid. Okay, so the answer of this question is A, that is the N, that is haploid ploidy of the generative cell. Okay, so next question is, identify the correct labelings in the figure of the fertilized embryo sac. You have the fertilized embryo sac structure. This is the structure that already mentioned in your NCERT textbook. Okay, so as you all can see, these diagrams kind of questions have already asked in your previous classes. So all the diagrams are also very important. Okay, so this is the diagram. You have asked that the label A, B, C and D. So this is the embryo sac, mature embryo sac and fertilized embryo sac, and the B is, you all know, after the double fertilization, this is the zygote. B is zygote. Okay, and these two are the synergids, degenerative synergids, then generative synergids. C is, this is the endosperm, this is full cell primary endosperm cell, and this is primary endosperm nucleus, PEN, and D is degenerative antipodals. That already we have discussed in the previous classes. So A is degenerative, that is synergid. So we have A, B and C. B. In B and D, degenerating synergids are there. What is the B? B is zygote. B is zygote here, B is zygote here. What is C? That is primary endosperm nucleus, PEN. What we have? Degenerating endosperm. So our answer is answer number B. Okay, so this kind of questions are already asked in your previous classes. Next question is, choose the option that give the correct number of the pollen grains that will be formed after 325 microspore mother cells undergoes microsporogenesis. So you have 325 MMCs, that is microspore mother cells. So you all have to calculate the correct number of pollen grains that will be formed from these number of the microspore mother cells. So how we calculate? We know that 1 microspore mother cell, okay, produce how many microspores? That is the 4 microspores. Okay, so we have given 325 microspore mother cells. So how we calculate the microspores? So we calculate the number of pollen grains, 4 into 325. So we have the answer, that is, when we multiply into 4, that then we got 300 pollen grains or microspores are formed. Microspores are formed. Okay, so we have answer 1300. Okay, so the answer is answer number C. So these kind of questions, if you have in this that megaspore mother cells, then we divided by 4. Okay, why? Because 1 MMC produce one functional megaspore. Functional megaspore. Okay, spore. But in microspore mother cell, microsporogenesis, 4 microspores functional. Okay, so this is the answer. Next question is, this is very, very important question. This is the diagram you have given that the characteristics of this is the dioecious aquatic plant. Identify the characteristics of male flower that reach the female flower for pollination. So this is the aquatic plant. Okay, so this figure is also mentioned in your NCERT textbook, and this figure is of Vallisneria. Vallisneria that we already have discussed in the previous classes. Okay, so you all have to identify the characteristics of the male flower. So this is the male flower and this is the female flower. So in Vallisneria, we know that the male flower is of, it is a water pollinated. Water pollination occurs. Why? Because the Vallisneria is aquatic plant. Okay, pollination occurs, and we already discussed the characteristics of the Vallisneria flowers separately, male flower and female flower. Okay, so you all have to identify the characteristics of male flower. So we know that the male flower is small. It is small and white. So we have here is the small, and it is white color, and it is covered by the mucilage. Why it is covered by the mucilage? Because for the sticking of stigma of female flower. Okay, and also it protects them from the wetting by water. Okay, so that's why it is covered by the mucilage covering. Okay, so the answer of this question is answer number C. The male flower of the Vallisneria is small, white, and mucilageous covering is there. Okay, so this kind of questions have asked. Next question is, the wall of the microsporangium which nourishes the pollen grain. This is that we have discussed when we have discussed the different layers of the microsporangium, like epidermis, like endothecium, tapetum, middle layers. Okay, so these all are the layers of the microsporangium. You all have to find out the which layer nourishes the pollen grain. So answer is the tapetum. Okay, next question is select the that shows the correctly identify U, X, Y, Z. You have a diagram of the dicot embryo, and you all have to identify these labelings. Okay, so this is the dicot embryo. So we have already discussed that this is the suspensor, X is suspensor. So where the X is a suspensor, answer number C. So X is suspensor which is diploid. Z is, what is Z? Z is cotyledon. Okay, Z is radical, which is also diploid. These are the dicot, the two cotyledons are there. Y is cotyledon and U is plumule. This point is a plumule, so which is diploid. So the answer is C. And the ploidy of these all cells are also very important. So you all have, please note down that the suspensor is 2N, that is diploid. Cotyledon is 2N, that is diploid in dicot embryo. Okay, radical is also 2N and plumule is also 2N. The ploidy of these all labelings are diploid. So this is these kind of questions have asked in your previous year class CBSE board examinations. So these all diagrams are very, very important. Next question is the correct sequence of a hormone secretion from the beginning of the menstruation. So from chapter number 2, that is the human reproduction, the menstrual cycle is very, very important. In your previous board examinations from this topic, many questions have asked, like case studies in form of MCQs. So this particular topic is also very important. So what is the answer? So we know that in the menstrual cycle, you all have to find the correct sequence of the hormones in the menstrual cycle. So we know that this is the menstrual cycle, chart of menstrual cycle of 28 to 29 days, and you all have to follow the hormones. Okay, so what is the sequence? First is the, what is the sequence? First is the FSH, follicular stimulating hormone, rises. Then next is the luteinizing hormone and estrogen rising, and at the last the progesterone hormone rises. So the answer is, first is FSH, second is estrogen, and next is progesterone. Okay, so answer is C. Next question is, in which of the following options does the endocrine gland correctly match with its hormonal secretion and its function? So you all have to find out the correct match of from these four options. So first is Sertoli cell. Sertoli cell hormone, we have the testosterone function is this. So but we know that the testosterone is secreted by which cell? That is the Leydig cell. Okay, so this is wrong. Okay, second option, placenta having the hormone estrogen initiate the secretion of milk. So estrogen is correct, but the initiation of the secretion of milk is by the oxytocin. This is also incorrect. Next is the Leydig cell. Leydig cell having the release the hormone androgen, and it initiates the production of sperm. This is correct. But next is the ovary. Ovary secrete the hormone FSH. No, the follicular stimulating hormone is secreted by the pituitary gland. That we already discussed. Okay, so this is incorrect. The answer of this question is C. So all the glands and their hormones and their functions are also very, very important. So from chapter number 2, that is human reproduction, these kind of questions have already asked in your previous classes. Okay, so next question is, a human male, this is the PYQ. Okay, I think 2023 or 2022, this question have asked in your CBSE class 12th board examination. Human male decides to adopt a surgical method of contraception. Identify the point in the diagram where a cut would be made and tied. We know that the surgical methods of the contraception in males is vasectomy, that we already discussed. Okay, and in females there is the tubectomy. Okay, so in this case you have a male reproductive system, and you all have to find that at which point the cut for the surgical method of the contraception, where the cut would be made. Okay, so we know that where the cut would be made, that is vasectomy, that is the vas deferens where the cut would be made. So where the vasa deferens is there, the answer is point at Q. This is the vas deferens where the cut would be made. Small part of the deferens is removed and tied up through small cut on the scrot. Okay, so it prevent the sperm transport. Okay, so the answer is the vas deferens of point Q. That is answer number C. Okay, so next question is, which of the following options correctly matches the name of the hormone to its site of production in the human body? So you have given the name of the hormones in this sequence, and in this sequence you have given the site of production. So you all have to match the column. Okay, so we have the oxytocin. The oxytocin is released or produced by the oxytocin. Oxytocin is produced by the pituitary gland. Okay, relaxin hormone is produced by the ovaries. HCG, what is HCG? Human chorionic gonadotrophin. This is the hormone which is produced by the placenta. and progesterone is released by the corpus luteum. So P with third, Q with fourth, R with 1 and S with second. The answer is answer number C. Okay. Next question. Which of the following hormones are active during ovulatory phase of the menstrual cycle in the normal human female? So this is the PYQ that have asked in your 2023 examination, board examination. So you all have to find out the during the ovulatory phase of the menstrual cycle in a normal human female, which hormone is mostly active. So at the ovulatory phase, this is the phase where the ovulation occurs, which hormone is mostly active. So at the pituitary level, the luteinizing LH hormone, and at the ovarian hormone, we have the estrogen. The answer is LH and estrogen. Okay. So we have the answer is LH and estrogen. Okay. Next question is, observe the following line diagram depict that 28 days of the menstrual cycle. So this is the, you all can see here that the menstrual cycle, this topic is very, very important for your board examination, okay, from unit 1. So read or understand this particular topic carefully, okay. So you have the healthy young woman. This is the line diagram of the menstrual cycle, okay. So we have the days are given, and select the options of the days on which this woman would be most and least fertile. So you all have to find out the most fertile days and least fertile days for the woman. So we know that at the ovulation phase, when the ovulation or the ovum is released from the egg, then that ovum have the maximum chances for the fertilization, okay, by the sperm. So the period between the 14 to 21 days is most fertile day, and the least fertile days is 1 to 7, that is the menstruation phase of the menstrual cycle. So the answer of this question is answer number A. The next question is, which one of the following are true in respect to the chorionic villi in humans? Okay, so we know that when the female is pregnant, the chorionic villi are formed that surrounds the placenta. Okay, so you all have to find out the correct statement. First statement is, it appears after implantation of the human embryo in the uterus. Yes, it is correct. It becomes interdigitated with the cervical tissues. No, this is incorrect. Why? The chorionic villi and uterine tissues becomes interdigitated with each other to form the placenta, not the cervical tissues. Okay, that's why it is incorrect. It increases the surface area for exchange of materials. Yes, it is correct. And it develops from the inner cell mass of the blastocyst. No, this is incorrect. Why? Because inner cell mass of the blastocysts are develops into the ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. These are the germ layers. So this is incorrect. So the answer is first and third statement is correct. The answer is D. Okay. Next question is, the embryo formation without fertilization is observed in some of the species. So we know that the embryo formation without fertilization, that is called the apomixis. Okay, so the apomixis, we know that in mangoes, the apomixis is seen where the embryo formed without the fertilization, where the suspensor cells, they enters into the embryo sac and develops. Okay, so the answer is mango. Next question is, in a human ovum completes its second meiosis. This is the PYQ that have asked in 2022 class 12th board examination. A human ovum completes its second meiosis. So a human ovum completed second meiosis when? At the time of fertilization? No. When the sperm touches the zona pellucida? No. when the sperm grains enters into the cytoplasm of the ovum. So this is correct statement. When human ovum completed second meiosis, when the sperm completely enters into the cytoplasm of the ovum, then the human ovum completed second meiosis. Okay, so these all concepts we have discussed in the classes. Okay, next question is, given below are the structural details of human mammary gland. Human mammary gland means in the breast of the female. So these are the details. You all have to find out the correct detail of the human mammary gland. First is the glandular tissues in the breast has 15 to 20 clusters of cells called alveoli. Okay. Second is milk is stored in the lumen of alveoli. This is correct. The alveoli joins to form the mammary ducts. No. Next is the mammary ampulla is connected to the lactiferous duct. This is correct. The answer, why answer number first statement is incorrect, because we know that 15 to 20 clusters of the cells are not the alveoli. These are the mammary tubules. Okay, tubules. So the answer is answer number statement second and statement fourth is correct. Okay. So statement second and fourth is correct. The answer number C is correct. Next is, which one of the following option depicts the mode of action of a hormone releasing intrauterine devices? These are the IUDs, intrauterine devices, that we have discussed in the contraception methods. So you all have to depict the mode of actions of the IUDs. The first statement is that make the uterus suitable for implantation. No. That make the uterus unsuitable. Okay, unsuitable for implantation. This is incorrect. That make the cervix hostile to sperms. Yes, correct. That decrease the phagocytosis of the sperm. No, it increase the phagocytosis of the sperm. This is incorrect. That increase the sperm motility. No, it decrease the sperm motility. Okay, that's why it act as a contraception. Okay, so this is the answer. Answer number B is the answer. Okay, next question is, which one of the following hormone is secreted by the human placenta that helps in maintenance of the pregnancy? Okay, so which hormone helps in maintenance of the pregnancy? First is the relaxin hormone. Second is the human chorionic gonadotrophin, that is HCG. Third is the oxytocin. Fourth is the human placental lactogen. So for the particular maintenance of the pregnancy, the answer number B is correct. Why? Because the HCG is secreted by the human placenta and it helps in maintenance of the pregnancy, and HCG stimulates and maintain the corpus luteum, to secrete the progesterone. Okay, until end of the pregnancy. So that's why the HCG is it helps in the maintenance of the pregnancy. Okay. Next question is, the ploidy of the apomictic embryos developing from the nucellus. Apomixis means the formation of the embryos without the fertilization. So developing from the nucellus and antipodal cells are respectively would be. So you all have to find out the ploidy of nucellus and antipodal cells which are developed from the apomictic embryos. So the answer of this question is the nucellus, apomictic, that nucellus is diploid in nature and antipodals are haploid in nature. Okay, so the answer is nucellus 2n and n. 2 and n. The answer number B is correct. Okay, so this question have asked in your 2024 board examination. CBSE board examination. So these kind of ploidies of each and every structure is important. Okay. Next is during the embryonic development of the limbs and digits are formed in the human fetus by the end of. So during when the woman is pregnant, and during which period the limbs and digits are formed. So the answer of this question is 60 days of pregnancy. Why? Because it is the end of the second month of pregnancy. End of the second month of pregnancy, then the limbs and digits are formed. Okay, so this is also that this concept is also asked in your previous board exams. Okay. Next question is the figure. You have a figure of the human female reproductive system, and you all have to find out the labelings of this. What is X? This is the X. X is the ampulla, where the fertilization occurs. What is Y? Y is cervix. What is W? W is W. Okay, this is the W, and this is the myometrium. This is the layer of the uterus, and the Z is the perimetrium. So the answer of this question is answer number B. Okay. W is myometrium, X is ampulla, Y is cervix, and this is the perimetrium. Okay. So these kind of questions have also asked in your previous years. So these are the two questions that have asked in your 2020 examination, board examination. Question is, after the spermiogenesis, the sperm heads get embedded in which of the following cells? This is the direct line from the NCERT textbook, biology textbook. So, which the sperm heads get embedded in which of the following cells? The answer of this question is Sertoli cell. Okay. So that we have already discussed. Next question is the hormone that regulates the synthesis and secretion of the androgens in the human males. Which hormone helps in the regulation of the synthesis and secretion of the androgens in humans? The answer of this question is luteinizing hormone, LH. Okay, which is secreted by the pituitary gland. Okay, so this is the answer. Next question is, this is the 2023 PYQ that have asked in your CBSE class 12th board examination. So you have the match the column, that is column 1 have the contraceptive devices and column 2 have the modes of actions. Okay, so this question we have already discussed in the class of the methods of contraception. Okay, so you have the contraceptive devices like lips loop, multi-load, 375, subcutaneous Norplant, Saheli tablets, and they have the mode of action. So the answer of this question is the lips loop. Lips loop is with the phagocytosis of the sperms in uterus. Multi-load 375, that is makes the cervix hostile to sperm. Okay, IUD, this is the part of the IUD, intrauterine devices. Subcutaneous Norplants, we have the causes the thickening of the cervical mucus, and Saheli is a tablet that inhibit the ovulation. So the answer of this question is, okay, so P with second, Q with 4, R with third, and S with 1. The answer is answer number A. Okay. Next question. This is also from your chapter number 3, that is assisted reproductive technologies. This question we have already discussed in the class of the ARTs techniques. So you have the name of ARTs, assisted technologies, reproductive technologies, and the procedure. You all have to match the column. Okay. So we have GIFT, that is a gamete intrafallopian tube. Okay, so transfer, that is the GIFT, intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Okay, ZIFT is zygote intrafallopian transfer. Okay, so these all are the ART. The answer of this question is answer number D, that is A with I1, that is GIFT, transfer of the ovum from the donor into that fallopian tube. ICSI with third, that is the injection sperm directly into the ovum. Okay, next is the zygote, transfer of the early embryos, that is with the fourth, and IUI is with the second, the transfer of the semen from the donor into the vagina of the female. Okay, so answer is D. These all terms we have already discussed in the classes. If you want to see the classes of these all topics, I have mentioned the links of each and every chapter of Unit 1 in the description box. You can check it out from there. Okay. Next question is, given below are the 4 contraceptive methods. You have the contraceptive method like condoms, vasectomy, pills, tubectomy. You all have to match the mode of action. Okay. So the condoms, these are used for the prevent the sperm reaching the cervix. Okay. Next is the vasectomy. It is the surgical method of the contraception in which the vas deferens is cut for that the B with the semen contains no sperms. Yes. Pills, what is the function of the pills? We have the prevent the ovulation, and tubectomy is by the females in which the fallopian tubes is cut. So the ovum not able to reach the fallopian tube. The answer of this question is answer number C. Okay. Next question. This question have asked in your 2024 class 12th board examination. Okay. So observe the schematic representation of the assisted reproductive technology. So you have a diagram in which the injected needle contains sperm being injected into the cytoplasm of the egg during the fine needle. So this technique is depicted, and this is of ICSI. Okay, so the intracytoplasmic sperm injection, in which the single sperm is injected into the cytoplasm of the egg using the needle. Next question is, kiwi is a dioecious species. Which of the following methods can be definitely ruled out as possible mode of pollination in its case? So the pollination topic is also very important. Okay, so you have the kiwi is a dioecious species. Okay, this is a plant. So you all have to find out the possible mode of pollination in its case. Okay, so this is the factual question. So remember, the kiwi or the which is a dioecious plant in which the clistogamous autogamy, chasmogamous autogamy, and gitonogamy, these are 3 types of the pollination occurs in the kiwi or the dioecious plant. Okay, so the answer number D is the answer of this question. Okay. The next question is, the concentration of which of the following substances will decrease in the maternal blood as it flows from embryo to placenta? So this is the structure of the fetus which is in the uterus of the female. So through the umbilical cord, this is the umbilical cord, the materials are exchanged from fetus to mother. So you all have to find out the which substance will decrease in the maternal blood as it flows from embryo to placenta. Okay, so we know that the oxygen and the amino acid which flows from embryo to placenta. Okay, oxygen and amino acid which flows from embryo to placenta. So first and second is the answer. But carbon dioxide and urea, if we talk about the carbon dioxide and urea which pass in a reverse direction from placenta to mother. Okay, so this is the exchange. This is in the reverse direction. That is, the carbon dioxide and urea is a transfer from placenta to mother, and oxygen and amino acid which flows from embryo to placenta. Okay, so the answer of this particular question is answer number A, that is 1 and 2, oxygen and amino acid. Next question is, in humans, the secondary oocyte completes meiotic division when? Okay, so in humans, secondary oocyte completes its meiotic division when? This is the question from your from your gametogenesis. So secondary oocyte completes its meiotic division when it is penetrated by the sperm cell. When the sperm cell is penetrated, the secondary oocyte completes its meiotic division. Okay, this is the match the following. You have to match the correct structure given in column 1 and 2. Column 1 have the structures, column 2 have the fruit. Okay, so the perisperm go with the black pepper. Okay, perisperm is there. Thalamus go with the strawberry. Okay, this is the which is the false fruit. Pericarp is with the fruit with the mango. Endosperm, which is present in the maize. So the answer of this question is answer number B. P with second, Q with third, R is fourth, and S with 1. This is important. Okay. Next question, which have asked in your 2020 examination, which is very easy question. Which of the following is not found in the female gametophyte? So the germ pore is present in the male gametophyte. Okay, that is the pollen grain. So the answer of this question is germ pore. Okay. Next question is, so you have this structures, that is the typical angiosperm plant stages of megasporogenesis. Okay, so you all have to find out at X, Y, and Z paloides. Okay, so what is X? X is the nucellar cells. Or nucellus have the paloidy 2n, that is diploid. Okay, so this is the megaspore dyad. Okay, so you have the Y and Z and haploid and haploid. So the answer of this question is answer number B. Okay, so X is nucellar cell, that is diploid in nature. Y and Z are megaspore dyad, that is N and N, haploid in nature. Okay, so you all have seen that the paloidy, many questions have asked from the paloidy of each and every cell. So this is very important. Second last, or the next is the assertion reasons. Okay, I have mentioned some assertion reasons that have asked in your previous classes or that are important for your coming board exam. So assertion reason, that is you have assertion, that is lactational amenorrhea is the natural method of contraception. Yes, this is correct. Reason is it increases the phagocytosis of the sperm, which is incorrect. Okay, so the assertion is right, reason is wrong. Answer is answer number C. Next assertion reason is assertion the primary endosperm nucleus is diploid. Okay, the primary endosperm nucleus endosperm is triploid in nature, so this is incorrect. It is the product of double fertilization, which is correct. So assertion is incorrect and reason is true. Answer number D is correct. Next assertion is the Sahelian oral contraceptive for females contain steroidal preparations. No, this is incorrect. Why? Because it contains non-steroidal preparation. Okay, and the reason it is once a week pill with very few side effects. Yes, this is correct. So assertion is false, reason is true. Answer number D is correct. Next, this assertion reason have asked in your 2023 exam, board exam, that endosperm is completely consumed during the development of embryo in X-albuminous seeds. Castor P and beans are the examples of the X-albuminous seeds. So in the X-albuminous seeds, we have the two kinds of seeds are there, albuminous and X-albuminous seeds. Okay. So X-albuminous seeds, in the X-albuminous seeds or non-albuminous seeds, the some part of the endosperm is retained. Okay. So in albuminous seeds, so this statement endosperm is completely consumed, which is incorrect. So this is for the albuminous seeds. Assertion is false. But castor, pea and beans are the examples. So castor is correct, which is example of albuminous. But pea and beans are the examples of albuminous seeds, so which is also correct. So A is also incorrect. R is also incorrect. Okay. And the last question of this class is, that is the 40th question, that is assertion determining the sex of an unborn child following by MTP is an illegal practice. Okay. And amniocentesis is a practice to test the presence of the genetic disorders. Okay. These both statements are true, but this reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Okay, so A and R are true, but reason is not correct explanation of the assertion. So these all are the top 40 MCQs. These kind of MCQs have previously asked in your board examinations. Okay, so practice each and every topic of unit 1 from the playlist which is mentioned in your description box. Okay, so each and every topic of the unit 1 is covered, I've covered in those classes. So if you like this lecture, like, share and subscribe my channel, and also mention your marks out of 40, that how many marks you get from out of 40, okay, in the comment box. So thank you so much.